Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Late Night Lockdown. I'm your host, Adrian Tauss, and this is the very first recording of a show that could be called confusing and inconsistent even for the internet. I don't know what this is going to be yet. At the moment, it's me in front of a fake brick wall I found on the street. And I don't think that's quite enough. So I am also joined by a panel of lockdown comedians who were self-isolating before it was demanded. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our panel. First up, we have comedian and writer and real-life Labrador. It's Sasha Ellen.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. I
thought that wasn't enough of me, so I'm you know how some people substitute a personality with a background? I've substituted a personality with a background that's my face.
That's like a Russian doll of ego. I don't quite know what to do with that.
I feel like all of you are judging you though.
Oh yes. We're a very judgmental people, the Sashas.
I wonder which one is the good Sasha and which one's the bad Sasha.
Well, supposedly your right-hand side, over your right-hand side, it's your angel, and my angel is looking ashamed to be here. And my devil's like, I did this.
Okay, we are also joined by flautist, comedian, writer, and US citizen about to get her stimulus check with a complimentary bottle of bleach. It's Alex Petropoulos.
Hey, hello.
Hello, Alex. How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm feeling a little bit loopy from the bleach, but it's still live. So
I think
that's
that means it's working.
Yes.
That's what the president said, right?
Yeah. It's I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a third panelist as well. Please welcome to this show. It is director, writer, actor, and just about funny enough for panel, it's Stephen Gallacher.
Oh, not that funny.
How are you doing, Stephen? How are you holding up?
Yeah, isolating completely and utterly by myself. So me and my other me's are having a great time.
We can't see your other yous, though.
No.
I highly recommend getting one of these and a cardboard cutout of yourself. In a variety of poses. There we go. You have an action figure that looks vaguely like you. Yeah. That's good.
No idea who he is, but he has a lightsaber.
Oh wow, you really have turned over the edge, haven't you, Stephen?
And I like Sasha that you said that he looks vaguely like him. He looks vaguely like him in the fact that it's a man.
Yes. Male and white. That's it. You all look the same to me. Rigid
with very few definable features.
Yes.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest today. We were going to introduce her in the second half, but who knows if there's going to be a second half. This is a show. She's joining us. She's in this Zoom room. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. It is my comedy wife, all-time legend. It is Twix.
Hey!
Hello.
Hey, comedy husband.
Hello. Which number am I now? Because I know there's more than one comedy husband.
No, you're like the main comedy husband after the first one retired. So.
Oh, I see. So.
Yeah.
Who did you divorce, Twix? Who was your first comedy husband? Who didn't make it?
It was Paul Langton.
Oh yes, that's true. He did retire.
He retired, and therefore I had to find a new comedy husband. And Adrian was the best choice. So Adrian, yeah.
Hey.
However, I do feel bad because I feel like I've stolen my comedy husband from Sasha. So I feel like this is a bit awkward.
Yeah, I thought when you said like your comedy wife, I was like, I thought I was you comedy bigamist, you absolute.
I mean, we never formally established this, Sasha. I was never under the impression that this was a comedy husband and wife.
You never defined this relationship. Are you pulling that shit on me, Adrian? Really?
Sasha just went.
Yeah. Fucking really? I'm gonna do the neck and everything now.
Wow.
Okay.
The neck before.
This is a Jerry Springer episode.
How did I lose authority in this show so quickly? It's amazing.
When did you ever have it, Adrian?
Yeah. There are 3 women in the show. You're dead.
It's cute that you think you had authority with me or Twix or Alex.
I'll tell you how little authority I have. See this cat bed here? right? Bojangles the cat. I bought him this cat bed mainly because of interior decorational things. I just think this looks better than a towel. This is the official line. And I was worried that he wasn't going to use it. He used it. He slept in it all night yesterday. And as soon as I set up the cameras to do this, he moved from here to out of shot on the bed. So that's how little authority I have. I can't even get the cat to sit in his own bed.
Well, your cat's technically I feel like that you're his side bitch because.
Elaborate.
You didn't get the cat. The cat got you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for phrasing it in that way as well. Yeah, the cat did get me. It's a very much a positive development for the cat.
The cat is milking you for what the cat can get.
No, that's where the analogy ends. I draw the line at milking.
You don't like the image of being milked by a cat.
That's not what I said.
Adrian,
I'm just saying it's technically factually
inaccurate. You refuse to get milked, okay? It's a deal breaker.
Okay, I mean, we have
number one of getting into a relationship is being milked.
If this ever takes off, I can't wait for that piece of fan art. That's what I'm looking for.
Adrian on all fours being milked by Bojangles the cat, staring into the camera.
That might just be the end credits of the show. Who knows?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
you're a
gonna have to
graphic
be.
designer, Adrian. I feel like you can make that happen.
Yeah. I don't think it should say got milk though. Maybe it should say something else.
I'll tell you what, I'll start drawing it now and we'll see what we can come up with for the end of the episode, right? I will show you.
Okay, while my panelists are drawing me getting milked by
I think we
Bojangles
should
the
all
cat,
do
let
it.
me...
I think it should be a feature. We all... and then we have
okay.
a competition.
What we'll do, guys, what we'll do is at the end of the show, get a piece of paper now. At the end of the show, I would like to see, I mean, when I say I would like to see, we will reveal everyone's rendition of
I am so happy we're doing
me
this.
getting milked by Bojangles the cat. This is doing great things for my mental health right now. I'm enjoying this a lot. We have a topic for tonight, though, ladies and gentlemen. Our topic for tonight is technology.
This isn't it? Okay.
Are we still rumbling around to get piece of paper when I'm pretending to do a comedy monologue? Is this still going on?
Yeah, we're not going to be looking at you for the next hour.
That's
Adrian.
fine. It's fine. Okay. You know, the great thing is, while I'm going to be delivering the monologue, I can hear in my earpiece you guys drawing me being milked. That's going to be the most distracting thing I've ever... And I've performed a lot of live comedy, and I don't think I've ever had that conundrum in my head. All right, our topic for tonight is technology. You know, that thing your parents keep calling you up about on your landline you didn't even know you had. You know, technology was great. We loved technology for its memes, its Russian dashcam compilations, the online shaming. It was great. And now all it's become is a constant stream of grim statistics. Not all statistics are bad, though. I found a very interesting one the other day. Apparently, the use of the word unprecedented is unprecedented. It's never been used on a daily basis this much, closely followed by the word unprecedented, which is exclusively used by Donald Trump. But with the sharp spike of the use of technology has also come an incredible rise in boomer parents calling up their frustrated millennial children with tech support questions about, you know, that internet thingy that keeps foaming my shoes when I want to talk to you. You really start to feel for call centre agents when you have to answer the same questions day in and day out, like, is it safe to FaceTime without a mask? How do I download a WhatsApp? And my favourite, I accidentally swallowed a TikTok. Am I going to go viral now? So that's going on in the world of technology. Question to our panellists. How are you dealing with technology? How are you holding up?
Well, we've gone back to using a pen and paper, so...
I'm switching genres
Yeah.
around. That's, I think I've established at the beginning of the show. There's very loose
Can we just
concept
see everybody's
underneath of
progress?
this.
I'm really quite proud of well, sort of.
I'm quickly discovering that I am not an artist. Wow,
This is
yours
great
is
so far.
impressive.
I've got some.
That's good.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Not very far yet.
I have half
I've
an
managed to
Adrian
get-
so far.
Can
I
you...
have a face.
Yeah, okay, please take a picture of that and send it in afterwards so I can put that on full screen, because at the moment I don't really want to look at this.
I'm going to give you 6 nipples, Adrian. All
Thank
of them
you.
pointy.
Thank you.
I feel like everyone has realised that Zoom has been existing, and Zoom is making a lot of money. I feel like if anything out of this whole thing, one business is making a lot of money, and that is Zoom.
Yes.
Has Zoom been here the whole time and we've just not noticed?
Apparently,
because
I googled a lot of,
and then I leave and somebody's like, "Oh my God, Sasha, you're here."
Are we still drawing me?
Yes, of course we are, Adrian. We're on to the cat now. This is the whole point.
All right, let's
you're
shift
talking about,
back the
Adrian.
gear in this show. Let's make it about what you guys want it to be about. Are we going to have a competition about this drawing? So when we all
think
finish,
we should compete less. I think we should I would like to see everybody's drawings, and I don't want to rank any of them. I just want to appreciate them, and then I want to post them on your social media.
Fine.
That's all I really want. I want to tag you and Bojangles and just, yeah.
Fine.
Tell you what's really cool in terms of like technology is the fact that how when people use like iPads to like draw stuff, I think that's really cool. I feel like it's just taking over everyone's lives because we've got nothing else to do apart from watch TV, use our social media, use TikTok, which I'm trying not to fucking download.
Yeah.
I did it last night.
What's it like?
I was up until 2:30 just scrolling through random videos.
What is TikTok?
It took me a very long time to realize that a lot of people aren't using their original audio either. Like, that's the point of TikTok.
Yeah.
And it was just like, this doesn't sync up. I don't understand it. And there's like, oh, they get like an original sound and then try to lip sync it. And it can be something really mundane too. It just doesn't even make sense.
What is it for?
I'm too old.
Is it like Vine where the videos had to be really, really short? What's TikTok for?
I mean, does it have I don't know if it has a specific time. I'm too old to know the specifics.
Well, apparently what I've heard
Wikipedia.
about it is that because it's a Chinese company and they have certain censorship laws, apparently they're not quite transparent in what they censor and what they don't censor. So certain things they like and certain things they don't like. So you won't know if your video gets seen or if at all gets seen by putting it up there. So you might just not get that many views, but they don't tell you it's not been shown to anyone. So who knows what they don't like.
Wikipedia says TikTok is a Chinese video sharing social media networking service. It is used to create short dance, lip sync, comedy, and talent videos. So short form. Also, it's owned by China. We already know. They run the world.
By China, the country.
Yeah.
So TikTok
China
is
as opposed to-
coronavirus.
Oh, shit.
The conspiracy theory spraying. China did it! Fucking TikTok,
You know
man.
how every new like platform, it's for the younger generation. So everybody's like, oh, Facebook's for people in their 40s who are old, and like, oh, Twitter's a bit younger. But TikTok's like the newest one. Is it just children flossing or whatever it is they do now?
Yeah, my 9-year-old cousin is. I said to her mum, "How is she doing? How's Renee doing?" She said, "Yeah, she seems fine. She's preoccupied with TikTok." And I was just like, "What? Every day? Just TikTok's just taking over your life, basically." But it's the same with like dating apps. Like everyone's got their own specific dating apps. Like Bumble is for the feminists. Tinder if you want to get some dick. You know. What else is there?
Except that none of them get any dick. So
What is
none of them
OkCupid
work.
for? Because OkCupid is full of the weirdest people.
Cupid is if you want to end up on Crime Watch.
There was another one that was like literally it looked like a radar. You opened it up and it went boop, 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 and it would tell you where people were, and you were like, oh yeah, so if you're on the tube and there's a cute guy, you could like look it up. But then I realized the sick bit is when you're at home in bed when you're scrolling, which is when you normally go on your dating apps, you can see who's around you, like in your house.
In my house.
Oh, fucking creepy.
That used to be Grindr. So years ago, when Grindr
Yeah.
first came out, my ex's brother came to stay with us, and he's gay, and he went on Grindr, and he was like, "Oh, your neighbour's gay," and we were like, "Cool, that seems very invasive." Hey, put your fucking phone away.
Like, that's
Leave
one
it
way to
be.
discover it.
Yeah.
One way.
yeah.
Should we go back to the drawing competition?
Okay.
Because I really want to get this out of the
done.
way.
I thought we were going to save it until the end.
Well,
And then-
apparently
I want a
no
show
one can
now. I'm
stop
really
thinking about
excited.
anything else, so I just want to get it out of the way.
We need to
Okay.
do this. Or
Fair enough.
Okay, so Who's up first? Who's finished
Can I have
this?
30 more seconds?
Fine, I'll do the rest of my monologue.
Anything funny in about 10 minutes because I've been concentrating really hard.
This better be good, Stephen. Okay,
Always
well.
Would you like me to read out my screenshots
Yes,
from
please, let's do that.
OkCupid? Because I went through a very brief phase of OkCupiding, and it was brief and painful, much like all online dating. Okay.
Okay, let's put a graphic up. Sasha Ellen's OkCupid
Would
dating
you like
disasters.
terrible biogs, or would you like messages have actually been sent?
Let's start with a couple of
Messages.
bios.
Couple
Yeah.
of biogs.
Yeah.
All right, I can do biogs first. So this gentleman had the same biog, and I got him like 4 times on like Bumble, and he's like, "This is winning biog. This is how I want to be defined." And he changed the pictures, all of the pictures, but the biog he was like, "I think I've nailed this." Right? He's nailed it. It would be so nice to find myself on the receiving end of an indecent proposal for a change. Good first impressions can be erased instantly by poor spelling, grammar, and punctuation. Purely casual to start with, 6'3" so you can wear heels. Good cook, undisputed expert in cunnilingus.
Oh,
Like somebody's gonna argue that. He's like, I'm the expert, and they're like,
yeah. I think you'll find that I am in fact.
Can I read you one of mine?
Yeah, okay.
Mine's not from like a dating app. Mine's just a random message I got on Facebook. Because obviously
Brilliant.
sliding into someone's DMs on Facebook or Instagram is what people do.
What a legend!
And it's someone that I know, someone that I spoke to, and they decided to was going to send me a very interesting message, which was, so would you ever get with someone that's with someone? And I went, sadly not. It's not my thing. And he went, not even if we kept it a secret, and I ate your pussy like a starving mongoose.
It's the image of a starving mongoose.
Lovely.
Do mongoose eat? Wait. That's not enough. Okay, because the one fact that I know about mongoose is they eat snakes.
Yeah.
This is
not a lot
completely
of
backwards.
Yeah.
A mongoose
Eggs.
is going to be eating his snake, not your pussy. Like, that's not how it works.
I don't think that's how I'd describe going down on a gentleman, like a starving mongoose. Like, sounds painful.
Like a starving
It does
mongoose.
conjure up an odd image. It's not a readily available image that it conjures up. It is something you have to think about, isn't it?
And then if you Google starving mongoose, there are some images that come up. This is my favourite one. I don't know, you probably can't see it. I don't know.
Did you immediately Google starving mongoose? Because you were like, what am I being false advertised? Ooh.
It looked like it would do a good job.
It looks like it will eat out my ovaries. No one wants that.
They eat eggs. Mongoose eat eggs.
Exactly, you don't want that. Well, maybe you do. Maybe
Also,
you do.
if you Google starving mongoose, this meme comes up when you already came, but he keeps chomping down on your clit like a starving mongoose, and it's a picture of Rihanna.
Oh, jeez.
I just love
I can't
the
believe
fact-
this is a thing. I thought this was a thing this dude made up. Apparently, like a starving mongoose is a simile for going
It's a
down on a
meme.
lady.
It's a
Really?
meme.
I'm telling you, it's still a wrong simile. No.
Okay, guys, we're
Are we
going to have
ready
to
with
take
our
a quick
pictures?
break. I think we all need some time to digest this.
Oh wait, yeah,
We
wait,
will
wait,
come
wait,
back.
Adrian, before we go.
No. We need to leave with some sort of suspense, guys. If I've learned anything,
Okay.
we are coming back after this fake commercial break. Don't go outside. We'll be right back.
Introducing Validate Me.
I've been in a relationship for so long, I don't even know if I'm fit or not. But now I've downloaded Validate Me, I get hundreds of random men telling me they'd give me one.
And don't worry about replying. The app sends out an automated response to let them down gently. The best part about Validate Me? It doesn't affect your relationship. Your boyfriend will be fine with it.
Don't do that. I feel so empowered knowing that every guy in a 10-mile radius wants to plow me. Thanks, Validate Me.
It's not cheating if you're not meeting.
Thanks. Validate me.
Validate Me. All the fun of swiping without the horror of actually being single. And now for men, Inundate, the app that lets you send dick pics to every girl in your neighborhood.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Late Night Lockdown. We are back with our panelists who have now finished drawing their renditions of me being milked by Bojangles the cat, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say. I don't know in which order we should do this. Let's just go with... let's go with Stephen first. Stephen, I would like to see your picture, please.
I am so excited by this. Oh no!
Okay, that is disqualified. Stephen is disqualified. Moving on to Alex Petropoulos' rendition. We'll come back to you, Stephen. Let's turn your green screen off.
Okay.
Yes.
Mine, I'm rather pleased with this one.
Oh
wow.
That's very detailed.
He's even got a shirt that says, I love my cat.
Yeah.
And a mermaid tail. That looks like a mermaid tail to me.
Yeah,
I just don't know how to draw feet.
So you draw a tail?
Yeah. Well, I was debating a tail, and then I thought maybe...
I feel like the t-shirt should say, I love pussy.
But you need a monkey tail. That's what you need.
How did you... Okay, that was added very quickly there. That's I mean I love the detail. If I may be the judge of this, I don't know if this is appropriate at all, but since I am the subject of it, I really appreciate the detail. I like the t-shirt, that gives it context.
Did you also like the fact that you don't look happy about it at all?
No, that's actually something I appreciate. Also, you've been very kind to my hairline, which I do appreciate as well. That's good.
I was trying to draw eyebrows and then realized that looked weird, so I just brought your hairline down to meet your eyebrows.
Oh, thank you very much. You could have just let that go. Excellent. Okay, I don't know how I feel about it. Can't be good. Let's move on to Sasha Ellen's rendition.
Okay. So there's quite a lot happening here.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So, Adrian, your speech bubble says, hello, I'm your host, Adrian Tauss, and this is my legacy. You have 6 nipples, and these aren't supposed to be devil horns. They're actually supposed to be cat ears. Lovely tail. And Bojangles, looking rather shocked here, is saying, not my idea.
Nice.
I like that the cat is not complacent in this. It's like, I didn't choose to do this.
No, I've also given you a wedding ring, and I don't know why. I feel like this Adrian would definitely not be married.
As if this wasn't a confusing image enough.
Look at how angry you are at being milked.
Of course, I'm married, clearly, and I'm being milked by a reluctant cat.
I think you're married to Bojangles.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, otherwise, it's a very understanding wife.
Bojangles, what do you think
that
of
or kinky wife. It's all her idea.
Bojangles a man or woman?
Buddy, we're talking about you.
We don't know.
No idea.
Nothing.
Okay.
No. Okay. I mean, I appreciate the fact that you gave me a backstory. That is good. I don't know how I feel about that. So far, both of you have given me a tail. And now you've given me cat ears as well. Okay, we're evolving. I think this is getting to an even more interesting place than we all anticipated. Let's go back to Stephen. Stephen, have you turned your green screen off?
Yes, I have.
Okay, let's see your picture.
Fixed.
Wow, that's detailed. And is that a hairy back?
It is a hairy back.
Adrian's face is the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Look at that face.
Yeah, but he's enjoying it, and Bojangles is definitely in charge.
Shut up, bitch.
I like it.
Uh-huh.
There you
Cool.
go.
Yeah, that is definitely the most upsetting one so far.
That one felt dark.
Yeah, that one felt uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's also interesting. I don't know if it's because you have your
milking.
camera flipped, but this one's the first one where I'm looking from left to right as opposed to right to left, which I don't know if there's some deep psychological reason behind that.
Well, what you also can't see is Bojangles is wearing a gimp mask, so...
Okay, let's move on to the last one, and hopefully not the worst. Please, Sikisa, can we see your rendition?
I feel really bad because my drawing is not as detailed as everyone else's. I feel like this is the worst one. And also mine doesn't have any audio or speech.
Mm-hmm.
But this is mine.
Oh, those paws though. Look at that.
And he's quite enjoying it here.
It looks like Bojangles is playing the piano.
That's what they used to call it back in the 60s.
Adrian, do you want a lady to play you like a piano?
Yeah.
Go down on people like a hungry mongoose. Play the men like a piano. We're all about the sexual thing today.
Well, surely it's more like a recorder.
I mean,
Not the way I do it. This is it. This is what the men want. This is also how I play the piano. Oh my god, I'm so gonna make that my background.
Okay,
The only problem is my head.
oh no, you've done it already. Oh god, okay.
This is what technology can do. It's what you love. And
Got the
yeah.
bastard, finally. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, of course, many people use this time of lockdown to actively disengage with all technology and trying to live a bit more of a healthy and wholesome life. And for more tips for a life of techless fun, we now join our feel-good correspondent. It's Lucy Loves Lockdown. Please welcome Lucy. Hello, how are you doing? Hello? Lucy, can you hear me?
Hey guys, it's Lucy. So I've heard that some of you are having a super tough time on lockdown because you're not as strong. But for me, honestly, it has literally been the best thing ever. And I once got given 2 free frappuccinos from Starbucks because they thought I was cute. Well, actually, it turns out that I just took 2 coffees and now I'm not allowed back there or whatever. But lockdown has been such a blessing, namaste, for my mind, body, and soul. And while technology is super, super, super great, follow me on Insta, it's just so important to just take a break. So I'm going to let you in to know some of my secrets. This is something that I do. And if you've not heard of it, that is absolutely fine. But I like to do this little thing called yoga. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get back and we're going to stretch. Every day is the same.
Are you okay?
Huh? Yeah, I'm great. I just love lockdown. And then we're going to want to touch our toes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just want to make sure you're okay, Lucy. That you seem a bit okay. Yeah, that's been very helpful. Thank you very much. Lucy Loves Lockdown. What do we guys think about exercising these days? I mean, I tried for the first week of lockdown. I thought maybe this is when I actually look after myself. It didn't happen, and it's definitely not going to happen now. What about you guys? Are you exercising?
Bits have turned on us, right? I got a rowing machine and I row for an hour a day and it counts 6 steps. It's like, Sasha, you gotta step it up. I'm I'm fucking sweaty and I'm sad. Leave me alone.
How do you row for an hour?
I do like that the Fitbits will start giving me notifications on my phone going, you haven't moved today.
Oh, that's just mean.
I know.
Mine's given up. It doesn't even do that anymore. It did for the first week, and then it's I don't think that's helping. I think we're making her sad.
I once got given a Fitbit. I was doing a gig presenting at some sort of conference thing, and they were sponsored by Fitbit, so I got a Fitbit for free, and I genuinely had no use for it, so I traded it in for Starbucks vouchers. I got $85 worth of Starbucks vouchers out of that. That was pretty sweet. Okay, at this point, we usually do our panel interview, but since our panelist has already joined us, and not only joined us before, but also started the hilarious game of Draw Adrian being milked by Bojangles the cat, I feel like let's start with that interview now. Sikisa,
I'm claiming credit for it, and I'm fucking owning it. This is the best thing that's happened to this show. I don't know what the show is. But this game is what the show is now.
The show is now draw Adrian in different ways every week.
Yes, draw Adrian in a compromising position that he puts himself in the first 30 seconds of opening his mouth. That's what the show is.
I have put so much work into this show.
And we shaft all over.
No, I think if
Love
anything, you
you.
improved the concept.
But we shit on it
I
in
don't have to
love.
enjoy it. If people
That's
enjoy
our
it,
next
that's
week's
fine.
thing. It's us shitting on Adrian with love.
What I love is that Adrian spent a month building a studio in his bedroom, made an auto prompt. He made one out of things he found in his house, and now we've ruined
I love that he's
everything.
turned to drink.
I read a tweet yesterday that just read, people quarantining in jeans. What the fuck are you trying to prove?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, fuck off.
No, dude. So my flatmates have started banging, and it's very new. So on Fridays and Saturdays, after he finishes work, they still dress up and have date nights. So she puts on a dress, and he puts on a shirt and trousers, which he does not wear for work, and and then they just they get a takeaway and make each other cocktails. And on the one hand, it's adorable, and on the other hand, I kind of want to punch him, a little bit, just clock him in the face. It's good.
So are they only?
But yeah, hang on,
Just started
sorry.
dating because of quarantine. They're like, we can't have anyone else, so we might as well.
Oh,
do each
it's
other.
a whole thing. So she moved in here because she got out of a 6-year relationship, and he hasn't banged anyone in 2.5 years since he moved in here.
It's a
It's
like
a
the
mind
perfect
fuck.
storm.
It's a perfect storm, and nobody was allowed to talk about it for the first 3 weeks, right? So we were just oh no, why are they sharing the same butter? Why are they sharing the same
That is
vagina?
still not. You
It's
told me the
just
butter thing
so-
before. I still don't understand why that is a clue for you that they have started intercoursing.
Look, I'm
And
sorry,
the fact
but
that they
the
share
butter
their
is
butter.
the most intimate of all the groceries. You start sharing the same butter, it's
How? How is that more intimate than jam?
It's basically lube, yeah. Butter and olive oil. No, olive oil.
Yeah, okay, just to give her back the illusion of structure again. We have Sikisa here, who I've been dying to talk to for a whole week. You are living with your parents, Sikisa. How's that going?
I'm living with my parents, and that's interesting. They are not dead yet. As in I have not killed them because
older people should be dead now.
No, it's because I spend so much time not at home. It's very weird being at home and seeing them 24 hours a day, and having to be in self-isolation with them and not being able to self-isolate, if you get my meaning.
What's the biggest problem? What's the biggest thing that annoys you about living with your
Not
parents,
being
or
able
one
to
of them particularly?
self-isolate.
Yes, I see.
Well, I've now become addicted to watching Netflix. I'm trying to see if I can finish it. Trying to finish Netflix.
I think if you finish Netflix, at the very end, there's this show.
At least it's on Netflix. Yeah.
At the end, it's just Mark Zuckerberg talking to the camera. He turns in a swivel chair and is like, "Ah, you have made it. Come to my utopia."
I have been expecting you. I remember being on a date on Bumble and just being swiping. And then it just came up with this post saying, "You have completed Bumble. There is no other matches for you." And I was like, "What?"
Oh, so my mum's friend. No, I'll be a quick one, I promise. My mum's friend, bless her heart, just a little bit of an older lady, and she spent ages completing the eHarmony profile. It took her 2 days, but she was like, right, I'm going to complete every single thing because it's supposed to be scientific. She completed every single thing, and it just came up with, "I'm sorry, there are no matches."
That was literally the story I was just about to tell about myself. I literally got that. I have I think I took a screenshot of it somewhere, but it was but the best bit is it's a static page. So it was there's this page that just said there's nobody for you. You couldn't go continue. You couldn't go back. It was just you're done. You might as well die.
I think right at the bottom of the terms of conditions of Tinder, it just says, "We never said you're not going to die alone."
I did not understand certain things from the apps. I'm off all the day and I can't do it. It's too much falafel for me all the day. And
I can't do it either, and please don't say falafel.
No, why? It's a good way for me not to swear. So I'm tired of the falafel.
What are you avoiding to say when you say falafel?
Apparently apparently I swear to
What is this substituting?
I think it makes sense. People say that it makes sense whenever I say it in a sentence. So I'm.
No, it doesn't. People just don't usually call you out on it. I want to know which word you substitute. I don't know what you mean by falafel. If you mean a faff, because then say faff, because that's not a swear word.
Is it like people say shiz?
I hate people that say shiz.
I say shiz all the time.
Allow me with my new phrase. People like it. Okay. I'm tired of the
fine.
falafel. So.
Shall we make a poll when this goes up? Whether we like falafel.
And
well,
whether...
of course you like falafel. Like, it's you.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Who doesn't like falafel?
Yeah.
Fine. Sorry, I interrupted you on this very annoying point.
I was just saying, I'm just tired
clearly you're the only one having an issue with. Continue.
No, I was just saying I'm just tired of the dating apps. It's too much hassle. People catfish. People send you dick pics that you don't want.
Is anybody else getting aggressively target advertised dating websites specifically for quarantine dating? Because I'm scared.
Yes.
Yeah, right. And all of them are like women looking wistfully into the distance, being like lit up from below by a laptop, being like, "Oh, I will find the one." It's all very
being lit up from below is never a good look.
No, they've clearly gotten my market because mine are all pictures of really good-looking men, and I'm like, yes. And then you click on it and realize that it's never full of good-looking men.
See, mine are all. Wait, let's see if we can.
He's on it.
Like there's I've just screenshotted all of them. I've started screenshotting them because I've screenshotted 15 different ones in the past 12 hours. I'm like, this can't be
Are
right.
you showing us actual profiles?
No, I'm showing you the like things that I get, like the target advertising things. Oh, look, they're not observing social distancing rules. The fuck is this?
I don't understand
reporting them.
I call shenanigans.
Virtual dating. Dating my scrotum. They're in a bar.
I don't understand how people are going to be virtually dating it anyway. What are you going to do?
Social distancing rules either. Look at that. Look at how close he is to her while he's tying her up. Somebody should call someone.
Don't you miss that? Don't you want somebody to be that close to you right now? There is the level of like they're playing to that.
What was it? My scrotum.
Social distancing my scrotum. Yes. No, that's my version of falafel. Whenever somebody calls shenanigans, I'm like, shenanigans my scrotum.
I'm gonna say.
All right, guys. Let's end it here, guys. This has been the first episode of Late Night Lockdown. I don't know what this show is. What do you guys think? Is this a show?
It's an art show.
Yeah, I think that's the key takeaway from today.
Yeah, I think the frustratingly the drawing element was the only part that really worked.
Could just give us a drawing challenge in every show.
Let's do that,
Adrian. I feel like that would
Let's do that next time.
This has been fun.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys, for joining me in this. And thanks for you at home for joining us. Join us again next week for another drawing challenge or whatever we're going to get up to. Who knows? This keeps changing. Thank you very much. Stay indoors. Stay safe. Bye.